So you want to audit your own copy and get more signups and sales? Hi, I'm Shika. I'm a content copywriter and I have helped thousands of coaches grow their businesses with my writing. And if you want to edit your own copy and to boost your own signups and sales, you can just go to the link in the description box to find out more. And today we are going to do a makeover on an Instagram caption. And I'm going to change it from being bland and generic to something which is high converting and meaningful. If you want to learn this, keep watching. Okay, I guess we are recording right now. All right, so what I'm going to show you is how I changed this ChatGPT Instagram caption to become this. Okay, so this is how I do it. I asked ChatGPT to come up with an Instagram caption which is 100 words in length, and the topic that I gave ChatGPT was self-care. And this is what ChatGPT gave me. And the reason why I chose self-care is because in general, I'm a content writer for coaches. So naturally, self-care is something I write about. And this is the caption that ChatGPT gave me. And I changed it into something which is more meaningful. Let me explain to you what I did. So first of all, of course, I deleted all the emojis. I'm not sure about you, but I am not really a fan of emojis. I deleted them so that the whole caption looks a little bit more professional yet approachable at the same time. This is just my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion about emojis. It's just that I prefer not to have too many of them. So I deleted that. So I deleted the emojis, and next what I did is to make it readable, to make the caption readable. That means something, just one sentence per line or maximum 2 sentences per line, something like that. And I believe this is about 100 words that ChatGPT gave me. Oh, it's just 67 words. I asked ChatGPT to give me a 100 word caption and give me just 67 words. Never mind. That's all right. So this is what they give me. Obviously, this is not something that we are going to cut and paste or use anywhere, to be honest, because it shows that this is what someone who doesn't want to put too much effort will do. What they will do is they will just cut and paste this and put it on their Instagram feed or Facebook post or wherever they want to. But we don't want that. We want to go one step further. We want to create captions which are genuinely helpful to our readers, genuinely mindset shifting, maybe even slightly transformational, anything that will create a positive change in the people who are reading your captions and your content. That's what we want to do. So obviously, this is not going to make it in my books. This is not going to make it. So what I did was that I changed the hook first of all. I changed the hook into this. Have you been putting self-care at the bottom of your to-do list? And I do this because many of us do that. In general, many of us, many human beings, people in general, will put self-care at the bottom of our to-do list, especially when we are busy. So I'm calling them out. I'm calling them out with this. So what people will do is that they can relate to the hook and they will be drawn to read the caption further. That's what I did. And then I added this. It's not your fault. You have been doing so. And I like this line because, let me just add a comment here. I added this part because it shows that you are an empathetic person, and it also shows that you are someone who is self-compassionate towards your readers and towards your audience and clients in general. And this is not a manipulative technique in any way. All of us are works in progress, and we are all going through our own journeys and our own challenges and all that. So it is nice to make your audience feel heard and feel understood. Okay, feel heard and understood. That's why I like to use this line. It's not your fault if you have been doing this and that. All of us will somehow slip into not so desirable habits now and then because, life is busy, life can be challenging, and we are all working towards being better human beings, and we do slip here and there. So this will show that you are someone who understands them, understanding in general, and understands people in general. So I like to add this line. And I will write down why it's not their fault that they've been doing this. It's not their fault why they've been putting self-care at the bottom of their list. It's because we have been conditioned that being quote unquote productive has more quote unquote value than being self-compassionate and kind to ourselves. And let me add a comment to this. Okay, so this explains why a particular habit is not their fault. Because it's true, we have been conditioned to believe this in general, to believe that being productive is more valuable. So that's why most of us will prioritize work over self-care. And this is a myth that I am going to debunk in this caption. Many of us believe that self-care does not need to be scheduled. This is a myth. This is a very common myth. A myth that I will debunk. All right, so this is what I will debunk in this caption. And I will explain. We believe that self-care should be spontaneous and it should flow naturally into our days. This is what many of us believe. Many of us do not have this perception that self-care is something that you need to pencil into your schedule. We believe that it's something that will just happen. If I feel like having chocolate cake at the end of the day, I will have it. We don't necessarily plan it. But the thing is, I explain, anything that is not scheduled does not get done. I explain why this myth is not right. Explanation of why this myth, I'm typing in all caps. It's okay. Is not right or not helpful. And then one thing you can do to get more self-care into your life is to literally schedule a self-care activity in your daily planner or Google Calendar. This is where I share an action step that they can do, sharing an action step. Sharing a practical action step. Please just ignore me typing in caps. Sharing a practical action step with your audience. I'm going to read the caption now. My challenge for you is to schedule one self-care activity every day in your planner. This is a continuation of what's above. Same thing, sharing a practical action. Sharing a practical action step with your audience. And I'll explain the result. This is the result. This will double or triple the chances of you doing that self-care activity. This is where I present the results or the outcome or results of the action plan as suggested. And at the bottom, this is where I will add 2 CTAs. I like to add 2 CTAs. So the first CTA is to encourage people to like the post, or you can also encourage people to drop a certain emoji, a specific emoji, if they like the post or if they agree with it. So this is CTA or call to action 1. So this is CTA 1, call to action 1. And I like to add 2 CTAs, 2 calls to action. So this is my other call to action. I will write this: DM self-care to get my own personal self-care audit to see how well your self-care journey has been going. This is going to be call to action 2. Okay, so this call to action 2, it can be DM self-care or comment self-care, and you can actually send them a lead magnet in their inbox. I believe that's how it works. If you use ManyChat or LinkedIn or even Linktree, I think Linktree has a new function now where you can auto reply DMs, just like ManyChat does. I'm guessing many of you might be familiar with what ManyChat is. So LinkedIn and Linktree have a similar function. You can say DM self-care or comment self-care in the comments, and then you can send them your lead magnet. Of course, this is highly encouraged because we want to grow. You want to grow your list. That is most important because we don't own the audience on Instagram, on Facebook, or on any of these platforms. We want to own our list. We want to have their email addresses so that we can share our tips, promote our offers, and sell our offers directly in the inbox. And you own your list. So that's the power of having an email list and being very consistent about nurturing that email list. So that's why we want to have this CTA here. To me, this is more important than this. Many of you might disagree. Maybe some of you will disagree, but I do believe that this CTA number 2 is more important than this. Okay, so this is how I would change a bland ChatGPT caption from this to something which is more meaningful and high converting. I hope that this will give you some ideas, some inspiration on how you can audit your own copy. And if you want me to do a copy audit for you, the link is in my description box. If you are a coach or if you are a business owner or even a copywriter and you want me to audit your copy for you, I can do that. Links in the description box, and I hope that's been helpful. See you in my next video.